Head volleyball coach Eduardo Stowinski has seen many players step through his doors in the 15 years he's been the head coach of the Redhawks, including numerous players from all over the country. His ability to recruit nationally is a credit to the popularity of the sport and the university.
You know, volleyball is the second largest sport in terms of high school participation behind track and field. So it's ahead of the soccers and the basketballs. So there's a lot of girls playing volleyball, and I think ultimately we see some players. It could be from our backyard here in New Jersey, or it could be across the country. But we have a lot of good things to sell here at the university. We're close to a major city with a lot of majors offered by the university. So I think, you know, we're recruiting players, we're recruiting people, and I think ultimately it's just a match of who we want to be a part of the program. So again, we are recruiting heavily in New Jersey, but also now across the country. And I think once you get a player from a certain area, it's going to lead to more and more.
This season, that was the case with freshman setter Lucy Cornelius and freshman right hitter Riley Sherman.
We actually played each other in high school. We were in the same conference in high school, so we actually lived like 15 minutes from each other, but we never really formally met before we came here. I knew of her.
This connection was key to Sherman's commitment.
I was talking to Montclair, and then I saw that she committed, and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, someone from Washington's going there. That's weird. So I reached out to her and I was like, how'd you like it? And she loved it, so that kind of sold me.
For Coach, the recruiting process for out-of-state players is a little different than in-state players.
We'd rather see them in person, but sometimes the distance doesn't allow us, so we would just go to videos and stuff like that. So we rely a lot on just communication with them, either seeing them in person or creating a file folder of their matches that we can track their progress through the club season.
Although Stowinski leads the charge, his assistants will also evaluate the players.
They're involved in the process as much as I am. I will do the first initial evaluation, and then I will send the videos to them, and they get to see them either video or in person at some tournaments. And then, like I said, the campus visits, they want to meet, I think, the whole staff, and I think that's important for our players and their families to meet the entire coaching staff.
As for the players, the recruiting process itself is different for every player, but the basics remain the same.
Well, the recruiting process in general is just, an experience. It does take a lot of time. For me, I'm filtering by school sizes, and this school just fit what I was looking for.
Coach made it really easy to find a home away from home, and the recruiting team that we kind of all made a family.
It was a really easy recruiting process. I got connected through an old coach that I had. Coach Eddie actually emailed me and was like, hey, are you interested in coming over here? Offered me, and I said yes.
My process was a lot different. I was reaching out to him, and then I just eventually committed. I figured this was my best choice, but I got really lucky because I love it here.
The bond between the players has been a key factor to the success of Coach Stowinski's out-of-state recruiting.
Because obviously coming across the country, it is a challenge, and there's going to be some ups and downs, and I think our players that are from in-state do a really good job at keeping that, helping them through that process.
There's always sometimes homesickness, but my teammates definitely have helped so much with having that family.
Coming here and kind of already having that built-in set of best friends, everyone was nice, everyone treated me well. It was just it was very welcoming, and it was a great experience just to come here on a whim and enjoy it.
My teammates, I think, it's different for people to be so far away and notice that they're not really from New Jersey, but I think we all understand where everyone's coming from, and the more out-of-state girls that come onto the team, it's just more of a welcoming environment.
If some of these players don't have an opportunity to go home over a break, I'm sure I've heard of kids that just tag along for a break.
Hayden, the other freshman who is from New Jersey, she was like, I'll show you guys around, I can take you guys home for weekends, I can take you guys home for holidays.
They do a really good job at just, showing also the out-of-state players, what's around.
I think it was, really welcoming, everybody was willing to, show us around and be like, you can, come home with me on this weekend or whatever, we can show you around.
Stowinski thinks the balance of in- and out-of-state recruiting does nothing but help the program.
I think it just adds a little bit more to the experience here, that you get to play with players that are from across the country.